Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, when I was 12, my history teacher asked, "Savage, when did the French Revolution start?" 1763, sir. Shot in the dark, Savage. Sit down. Yes, sir. Surprisingly, in every business meeting, boardroom presentation, customer or client interaction I've had, no one has ever asked me when the French Revolution started. But in 1930s Britain, an 8-year-old Gillian Lynn was doing terribly in school because she was always fidgeting and couldn't pay attention. The school wrote to her parents saying, "We think she has a mental disorder." So her mother took her to a specialist who talked to her for 20 minutes whilst Gillian sat on her hands. Then he said, "I'd like to talk to your mother alone outside." As they left the room, he flipped on the radio and music started playing. Outside, he said, "Just watch her." And Gillian was up, moving to the music. He said, "Mrs. Lynn, your daughter's not sick. She's a dancer. Take her to dance school." So she did. And then she became a Royal Ballet soloist, met Andrew Lloyd Webber, and went on to choreograph some of the greatest musical productions in history, like Cats and Phantom. So I ask you, what's more important? Helping young people find their passion and potential and supporting and encouraging that, or enforcing a static curriculum? See, education should be purpose-driven with a practical outcome. But it's not, because the research shows young people are struggling and it's affecting them and the business world. Government research shows 27% of school people and university students suffer from mental health disorders. Over a quarter have stress, anxiety and depression affecting their daily lives. 77% report a fear of failure and lack of confidence. A Chartered Institute of Management Accountants survey highlighted 8 out of 10 school leavers need additional training before they have any use in the workplace. And Target Careers have shown that to get a job, young people need business and practical skills like communication, public speaking, commercial awareness, organisation, leadership, negotiation, persuasion, and others. But they don't teach these in schools. Warren Buffett, when interviewed by Forbes magazine, said, "Growing up, the best investment I ever made was spending $100 in a Dale Carnegie public speaking course." He said he struggled with dreadful fear about public speaking and just couldn't do it. If he had to speak, he got physically ill and threw up. But he was determined to not let this crippling fear control him. So he did this course, and he also wanted to woo Susan Thompson. Well, halfway through the course, he was so confident he proposed. He went on to be successful, as you know, and he said, "Just by developing your speaking and communication skills, you can exponentially increase your potential in the workplace." And he's now worth $75 billion. So what does this all tell us? Why don't we teach young people public speaking skills? Well, feeling empowered and impassioned about teaching young people public speaking skills, I worked on the National Citizenship Service 3-week summer program. My part, a 1-day public speaking skills and confidence course. Now, dealing with 60 15 to 17-year-olds, that's a reign of terror. They turn up disinterested, negative, don't want to do it, lack of confidence, and it's a challenge. But after 4 hours, they are speaking passionately and giving it large on subjects of importance to them and their peers. one young person wrote on their feedback form, "I started with no confidence. I didn't want to do it. I finished not only developing public speaking skills, but developed as a person as well. It's given me a real life skill. Best day of my life." So then Sir Ken Robinson said, life is about helping people discover their talent. So ladies and gentlemen, I suggest that if we start teaching more practical skills like public speaking, then education will be purpose-driven with a practical outcome. And maybe then education will truly provide people with the ability to meet life's situations. And incidentally, the French Revolution started in 1789. Mr. Chairman.